Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we're going to take a look at the rest of October. So this is the mid-month October reading. We'll see what's going on for you. I want to encourage you to take advantage of that huge gateway that opened up at 10:10 to start chasing down and pursuing the dreams in your heart space. You have opportunities, and they're going to require courage. So 10:10 is always about courageous. This is, oh gosh, it's initiation, the 1, and then it's the 0, right, of the source energy supporting you, so it's not going to be a quick change. It's going to take time, but this energy here is well supported. So making the change that's heart-based. You have Green Aventura, new opportunities, and the heart chakra. So obviously there's some big shifts, some big change coming your way. For those of you whose birthday is coming up this second half of the month, happy birthday to you. I want to let you know that when I do the weekly readings now, I've started pulling cards for the birthday week. So be sure to check in on your birthday week if you don't watch on a regular basis. And we have Aquamarine Courage, throat chakra, the courage to speak up, the courage to be your authentic self and do and say what is necessary for you in order to get what it is that you really want. And you have third eye chakra family, which is interesting. It's Iolite. I think this is okay. All right. So this is using your third eye to connect. Oh, that makes total sense. Okay, this is to connect with your ancestors and your loved ones that have crossed over. By the way, they're all here. This room is busy today. So this is, the veil is very thin this time of year between the two dimensions. And so taking the time to have those conversations. And so sometimes it's kind of just a matter of you just talking. You just saying, hey, how's it going? Looking for the signs. When you hear that song that was your dad's favorite song, well, that is your dad saying, hey, I'm here with you. Or you smell a smell and it smells familiar and it reminds you of somebody. That's on purpose. So take time to acknowledge the signs when they come to you. By acknowledging their presence, they're able to connect with you more and inspire you. They're saying inspire you, and so those thoughts, those things that you're getting inside of you, okay, those thoughts mean something. Wow. All right. This looks a little tough here. So, second half, we're still, for some of you, so I'm recording this on, what is the date today? The 8th. So there is still about 10 days before it is even your season. And so I think this is why we have the 4 of Swords here as your overall energy. It is 12th house if you are Scorpio rising. So you're still in repose. You're still healing. You're still absorbing past actions. So you know what's interesting? This is not the way this one looks, of course, but usually in the Rider-Waite, when they show the knight there, he's actually in his own crypt. So it was traditional for them to after battle go and lay in their own crypt and absorb kind of to heal and to release from the trauma of battle, so they could leave that behind. And wow. Ooh. I want to say you guys are ready to make a change, but you're a little stressed out about it. And I don't think that you jump off the cliff as much as you want to just in the next couple of weeks. I think this is a change that, again, I almost feel like this 10:10 gateway might have been it's going to be a change. It's going to take some time here. So overall energy is you are currently in this energy of rest and repose. And the key to the situation is to take the leap of faith, is to take the risk, is to go for it, Remember, you have aquamarine, which says courage in the heart, on the throat chakra. Okay, but you have new opportunities in the heart space. So here's your new opportunity, and look at that green. How much they kind of match up there, right? So here's the good news. Oftentimes when you see the fool's just stepping off a cliff, but she's on her broom. She's on her broom. Her cat is also on the broom, but the cat is black mostly with a little bit of white. So the black representing the subconscious, the white tip of the tail means that some of this is conscious choice and decision. You can fly. It is actually probably very safe for you to go, but I don't think you do it. All right, so here we go. You've been spending a lot of time thinking about those 3 cups that, oh, there's a lot of sadness here. So you have the 5 of Cups here, and in the background, of course, we have the opportunities, but you're not looking at that. There are new opportunities in the heart chakra, but you're looking at the past mistakes, errors, the heartbreaks that probably don't feel that much in the past. Because in the very recent past, we've got the Ten of Swords. You've been stabbed in the back, and but your fight is not gone. So the subconscious is the cat, representing the cat again, right? And the cat's got its back arched up, and it's hissing at the perpetrator that's running away. She is still reaching for her broom in an effort to get herself out of the situation. There is no blood. She's not going to die from this. I feel like this is people that have stabbed you in the back verbally. They've really hurt you. And it doesn't feel, it feels like coworkers, it feels like boss, it feels like family. It doesn't feel like love exactly. I could be wrong. It could be that after a while, it was time to go and you hung on for longer than you should have. And then it got very vicious with the words. The obstacle here, we have this King of Wands. And the King of Wands is standing in front of the world map trying to figure out what to dominate. And so the obstacle may be that it's hard to let go of, maybe you're in a position of authority and power at your place of work. Or maybe, you're in the position of authority in your family, and we make those commitments, and it's hard, especially if there's children involved, to just get up and walk away. The challenge has been figuring out what is the next best step, because he looks like he's mapping out the future moves there. How do you transform the situation? And there's actually two definite pieces of advice on this. We have the Queen of Swords. I want you to notice the white cat. That is conscious awareness, thought, process. She has her sword of truth, and look, she is leaning forward. She has been paying attention. She's making a decision. She's getting ready. The way forward is to cut the cord, to make the change, to take your sword of truth and defend yourself. Oh, this is some tough energy. Okay, in the current situation, we have the Three of Swords. So you definitely, there's some heartbreak, some serious disappointment. We got the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords. Those are, and in the future, over the next 2 weeks, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking, running scenarios through your head, feeling, God, the Nine of Swords is just, it's hard to sleep. There's a lot of anxiety and worries. But I want you to notice on the windowsill we have the Cardinal. And the Cardinal is strength, it is courage, and it is, it has this energy. It's welcoming in the new day. It has this energy where the small birds, the songbirds, they're not afraid of them, but the blue jays are. The bullies leave. The crows leave. The cardinals carry with them a regal authority, and maybe the obstacle has been you stepping into your own regal authority. See the red there of the cape kind of looks like that cardinal energy to me. In the current, so we have the Three of Swords, but we also have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, there's three things going on here that I noticed. We've got the moon, which is about using your intuition. It is also about completing a cycle. We do have a full moon coming up. I want to say on the 20th. I'm not sure. I think on the 20th. And we have the maiden, the mother, and the grandmother. So this is past, present, and future. This is wisdom and knowledge gained through experience, life experience, right? And it is celebrating the knowledge and the wisdom gained. This is also about leaning into your family and your friends and knowing that you are loved and supported. This is the divine feminine energy of reception, though, because they're holding their cups up to receive while they're standing in emotional waters. And see all those fish? Those fish there are signs of abundance. And so there's the abundance of the universe that they are standing there open to receiving guidance and intuition. And I can see that you are definitely trying to follow your heart. And I think that is the best way forward because of that card being right there. Even though there is a need to use your sword of truth in your heart space, you are definitely trying to I think this is going round and round in your head because you're trying to figure out what was the great wisdom to be gained from this situation, because we have the Hanged Man and the Heart. And it feels more like what was the point of this? What was I supposed to learn? There's all this energy of healing and taking the time to integrate. And I am a fan of integration from the lessons learned. If whatever the situation is, before you jump into another situation, if you could figure out what you were supposed to learn, you are less likely to end up in that situation again. Because if you don't take time to assess what the lessons were, integrate the knowledge, and use it consciously moving forward, then you are going to keep spinning around and around and making the same mistake over and over again. And so here you are, the action in the future is you're trying to keep everything in balance, but look at this. That cat is about to jump on that teeter-totter. That cat is your subconscious. That cat is not going to allow you to not transform. That cat is going to say, hey, you're going to have to let something go. If you are trying to hold on to both those pentacles and keep them in balance like that, instead of just focusing on the one thing that you really need to, then, your subconscious is going to say, you need to pay attention to the one thing that you need to do at this point in time. Okay. All right. So, here we have the Thinker, which is the Sword of Truth here. This is, I think it feels like analysis paralysis, but I also feel like there's a necessity to take time to heal. There are new opportunities coming though, so don't take time to heal. Overthinking it isn't going to be the way it works. It's going to be about taking quick, decisive action with the Queen of Swords. Here, this is a change in the wind. Well, no kidding. It's interesting that it's number 12. And I think, if you look at it, he's hanging from a broomstick, and a change in the wind is going to blow him in a new direction. So there's change coming. You can't hold back the change that's happening. I feel like the change for many of you has already happened, and it's just been a matter of processing it. We have by the book. By the book is that energy of Saturn. And Saturn is now moving direct. And Saturn says, play by the rules and you win. So taking the time to heal, not rushing things forward, not being vindictive, is the best way forward here. Taking time to integrate the lessons and playing fair. By the book, playing fair. I just was talking to a Scorpio the other day who was doing something I was just completely aghast about. I was like, you what? And the Scorpio said to me, it's perfectly legal. Okay, but it's morally corrupt. So play by the book, not just by the rule of law, but by the book in your heart space about what is truly the right thing to do. And so just something to keep in mind. Yeah, you got a fresh start coming. I love this. It says fresh start. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. And that is the way to look at the situation, is if you can release and let go of the past and look to the future, but stay in the present. It is the 4 seasons depicted on this, but all I really see here is this energy of springtime. And so it may take, the next 5 months or so before you're really ready to get out there, but just keep moving forward, connecting with your higher self and with your spirit guide team, and be on the lookout for new opportunities. Allow them to have the opportunity to grow slowly. I don't think rushing is going to help anything here. And I think taking the time to focus in and see what really is important to you and what matters, so that you can, what matters to your heart. Okay. All right. So the energy to lean into, the energy, the skill set to work with is you got the teacher, and so it is about the lessons, right? It is about taking the time to integrate the knowledge and the lessons, so that moving forward, that wisdom is a great attribute in your life. You have Jupiter. So Jupiter is about expansion and moving things forward, and Jupiter is currently in Aquarius. And so it is about expanding your thinking around it from a higher perspective, though, a more global perspective of how does this affect me and how can I learn from this, but also how can I teach others? And we teach people through our actions. And so we teach people how to treat us. And so if you're in a situation where, you work for a company or your family, and they're trash talking you, it feels kind of like that, where you say to them, look, I love you, but I don't have to sit here and listen to this. I know who I am, and I'm amazing. And when y'all figure that out, I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. So, to know is to grow. Knowledgeable, intelligent, growth-oriented, trustable, understanding, communicative, compassionate, prosperous, social, inspired, self-aware, generous, considerate, and virtuous. These are the energies. These are the attributes to really lean into to move through this energy. You have the South Node getting ready to move into your sign. And it may take, the next 18 months or so while it's there to really integrate all these lessons. That doesn't mean you won't be moving forward. That doesn't mean there won't be new things on the horizon. You don't have to wait 18 months to start your life. But the reason that it feels like everything's taken a long time is because it's supposed to. And as the eclipses happen, so on May 16th, I could tell you why I know that, but I'm not going to. On May 16th, there is a full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So it may be that is when you finally are like, yeah, okay, fresh start. That's springtime energy. If you're in the northern hemisphere, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So, you don't need to rush. You don't need to push. There's no reason to do that. But I don't want you to get stuck in overthinking. Constructive thinking, yes. Staying up all night, stressed out, anxious because you keep replaying everything. That cardinal is saying, no, you have the courage to rise with the sun and transform. Just learn the lessons and keep moving forward. All right? Looks really tough, Scorpio. I'm sorry about that. What a way to start your birthday, huh? So I am back here every week with weeklies. I am splitting them up. Half of them will be on Monday and half of them will be on Sunday because of YouTube analytics. I will post on Saturday which ones are coming out which days if you're curious. And I am on Facebook at Moonlit Waters. Come and check that out. Every day there's a small little video over there. And your monthly for November comes out in just 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens with the energy as we start moving toward the eclipse season that will be happening in your sign. All right, you guys take good care. Talk to you soon.